What's going on, guys? This is the Fullstack bro coming at you with another video today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why developers should not stay in their comfort zone and why that's a problem. When it comes to your career, if you want to get to the next level, you have to start doing the hard things. You have to start making yourself uncomfortable to start to grow and learn and put yourself in uncomfortable situations to get to the goals that you need to get to, okay? That's the same thing with going to the gym. As you guys know, I work out at least 5 to 6 times a week. I like to put myself in uncomfortable situations with working out to grow my body physically and mentally, and make sure that I could tackle any task that I have to do and have a clear mindset in terms of what needs to be done and have more resilience. At the end of the day, in life, you have to be more resilient. You can't just sit there and be comfortable laying on a couch all day and just not doing anything, right? Because you're going to lose a lot of the confidence in yourself, right? You're going to lose a lot of just understanding that you can do something and be in this victim mindset to where you are just way too comfortable with the outcomes that happens in your life. As a dev, for me personally, I had to really put myself in uncomfortable circumstances to grow and become the developer that I am today. With solving complex problems, with having hard conversations between different teams, making sure everything is on track, taking accountability and responsibility for what needs to be done. All this stuff I had to work towards throughout my career and has made me a better person for it. So the one thing that I notice with developers being too comfortable and the dangers of that is that you will stagnate on a lot of your skills. So if there's something new to learn that's out there and you've been hearing a lot of people talk about it and you choose not to do anything and actually take the time to research and try it on your own, then that's a problem. And maybe you're not interested in it. And that's okay. But at the same time, it's always good to learn something new that might intrigue your interest to start putting more time and effort into learning it so that it makes your life a lot easier as a developer. Okay, like frameworks, tools, anything that you use, like AI tools. I use AI every single day for my day-to-day as a developer, and I make sure that the answers that I get are accurate. And if I had to fine tune those questions so that I actually get the right answer back, I do that. But then certain areas that gets produced from AI definitely has helped me with my productivity. And not spending so much time Googling stuff, looking at forums, going through different links and just trying to figure out what the answer is, okay? So always look to learn something new. Don't just sit there and be comfortable with what you know now. And I mean, we don't know when these languages are going to go out the door. It could be tomorrow. It could be a couple years from now. Who knows? But at least you tried to learn something and actually put in an effort to look at a different alternative instead of like staying in one box, right? The more languages that you learn, the more tools that you have under your tool belt, the more opportunities that you're going to have in your career. So don't stay stagnant in your skill set. Learn as much as you can and stick with the right languages that's going to take you further as opposed to learning, a bunch of languages at once. And it's not taking you anywhere because you didn't spend the time to actually learn those things. Another thing is limiting your career opportunities. Like I said, if you only learn one language, you're going to stay stagnant in the amount of opportunities that you're going to have. By learning new things, learning new techniques, how to refactor code correctly, how to scale an application, understanding business cases to where you can make things better. It's going to help you with taking on new challenges and not being afraid to fail. Every challenge that you're going to be faced with, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to overcome them, right? Or pass them with flying colors. You're going to have some failures in between. Those failures is going to set you up for success. If you learn from that, we all fail every single day as developers. We might write some code and it doesn't compile correctly. So we got to go back, figure out what's wrong, figure out the workflow, if there's any logic issues that we need to address, and fix that, okay? And it's the same thing when you're building something new. You might not know where to go. You might have to create a technical implementation plan to get the blueprint in front of you to where you need to build things and make it easier for your progress to get this app up and running. Having that skill set to look at a problem from that standpoint is going to give you more career opportunities. Communicating between teams is going to give you more career opportunities. Knowing how to address certain situations and not be swayed by the type of feedback that you get is going to give you more opportunities. So, as developers, we have our means to just sit there and just work on the easy stuff, right? Especially if you have a lot of experience. It's easy to get into that routine of just fixing bugs and just being done with it. But there's going to come a time where you're going to start working on projects on your own, and that you have to take more accountability and responsibility for getting that project out the door, working in a good state to where everybody else is happy, right? The stakeholders involved, the people that are going to be using that feature that you're building, that project, is going to have a better experience because you did the work and took accountability for the requirements, how things are going to work behind the scenes, and having those hard conversations to get to that common goal. Another thing is, if you're going to stay comfortable doing the same thing every single day, not really pushing yourself to learning new things, you have to be aware that your earning potential is going to be limited. You're not going to make as much money doing the same thing every single day. Okay? It doesn't matter if you wait every single year for like a pay bump for a review and you did everything. You're doing the right things just to get by, and you're only getting like 3%, 5% increase in your pay. I'm going to be honest with you, but if you're trying to make money in this field and actually live a stress-free life because of the money that you have, then of course you have to start doing the hard things. You have to start putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. You can't just sit there and just do the easy things and then expect like a higher pay. That doesn't work. You have to do hard things to get more money. You can make it look easy by taking on projects and doing the things that you need to do and getting better 1% every single day. But it's just more of what responsibilities that you want to take on. If you're the type of person that wants to, you're a junior developer right now and you're looking for more opportunities to do other things, you could voice that. Just say, hey, I want to work on this project, or I want to get a project on my own so that I could really focus on tech planning, putting things together, an implementation plan, creating my own workflow, having those conversations. That's going to show other people on the team that you could handle working on a project alone. And then you're going to start to get more opportunities from there. And based on the work that you have done and how good you've done it, you're going to get more money for that because you are providing a lot of value just based off of your actions. Doing the easy things, okay, you could get a steady paycheck. That's fine for the ones that want to do that. But if you're looking to level up, there's no way you could think that you're going to be getting paid more money by doing the easy things and then expect that at the end of the day. It's not going to happen. So make sure that you work smarter, not harder, and understand exactly what your goals are, what your why is, and aim towards that goal. Another thing too is your personal growth and confidence. If you're too comfortable working on something, you're not gonna grow and you're not gonna be confident. If someone was to give you a hard task to do and you fold, obviously you don't have the confidence to do it because you shy away from the hard things. You don't necessarily want to do anything hard because you don't want to use your brain power to do it. If you want to grow, like when you're working out, of course, like if you want to get to a certain weight, a weight goal, or you want to lose weight, you have to put your body through hard things. No ifs, ands, or buts. So if you're able to do that, you're going to notice that you're growing not only in your career, but then also in your life as well. For taking accountability for the things that you said you're going to do, you're actually going to do it and not be swayed by how hard it is or how long it's going to take to do it. You're just going to put your head down and get things that needs to get done, and so that you have more time to just relax and focus on other stuff that you actually care about. And then the last thing I'll talk to you guys about is You know, being too comfortable hinders your adaptability to future trends. So say, for example, if you're working on a team right now and you were to transition from a different coding language, okay, a different language to refactor the app that you're currently building to get you to that goal of having that app finished, right? And you're just stuck on the one language that you've been learning for the longest time, and that's just gonna cause a lot of headache for you, and you're gonna shy away from doing that. You're gonna be against moving on to a different language just because you have more experience with it. Honestly, if you were to look at different languages and actually see the potential good sides of using that language, that's gonna help you make a better decision and actually adapt to transitioning into writing in that different language so that you could become more productive doing it. You could solve more problems easily because this language is providing the functionality that you need to write into the code base to get the job done. Looking at future trends, understanding that there's always multiple ways to solve a problem is gonna help you tremendously. Just like with AI, everybody's like, oh, I don't wanna use AI because it's gonna be taking jobs, all this stuff. Listen, like I said, I use AI every single day. I use it to solve a lot of problems that I have to deal with. And it takes a lot of time out of my day to just get an answer real quick, apply it, and if it works, we're done. When it comes to using new technology, be open-minded to it. Like, don't shy away from AI, don't shy away from different languages, learn as much as you can. If there's a language that you really like, spend as much time learning it as possible and understand what problems that it's trying to solve. Once you do that, then you could write any application in any language that you choose, and it's gonna do the same thing. So that's it, that's the video. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you guys are too comfortable right now in what you're trying to do to get to that next level. And maybe you're fine with being too comfortable. It's fine, it's not a big deal. Maybe it's not your time to get to that next level, but these are some of the things that you should look into, okay? Talk soon.